Ikigai, the Japanese secret for living not only a long but also a happy life, has been uncovered in this inspiring and comforting book by Hector Garcia and Francis Miralles. While the book's theme is emphasized on the four quadrants for identifying our Ikigai, which is our real purpose in life, I would like to share my three takeaways or the habits which the centenarians have been following in Okinawa, a province in Japan, for a long and joyful journey, where they don't have a term called as retirement, but they remain active and work, if possible, till the last breath. The first important takeaway that I have learned from these centenarians and able to implement is following Hara Hachibu, which means fill the belly to 80% only. This Japanese diet not only extends life expectancy but avoids obesity, gastrointestinal problems, and helps with various other health benefits. We all are aware that eating full or overeating leads to long digestive process and accelerate cellular oxidation, which critically impacts our health. While there is no tool available to measure a portion of 80% of food, objective is to stop when we are about to feel full. In my case, when I used to have 4 chapatis or bread, I used to feel my stomach is full, so I just reduced that count to 3, and it has started giving me a lot of relief and I feel light and fit. Similarly, if your stomach is full, by having 3 large serving spoons, try to gradually bring it to 2. Based on the kind of food you intake, you can plan the portion to achieve Harahachi Bu. It's a bit controversial to make this kind of count expressed in front of our mother or wife or the loved ones, as they always prefer our stomach to be full. But I recommend that we convince our loved ones, as these tiny steps in our day-to-day life is better than spending money on paid diet programs which seldom gives permanent solution. While this diet is helpful in many ways, we can pamper ourselves once in a while, and we know nowadays we call it as something as cheat day. Only thing is, we should ensure that we are not cheating ourselves every day. The second takeaway that I have received from this book is to follow Pomodoro technique. This technique recommends 25 minutes of work and 5 minutes of rest, or we can do 50 minutes of work and 10 minutes of rest. Find relevant time cycles that best suits for the ongoing work that each one of you are doing, but important is to be disciplined in completing each cycle, not crossing 60 minutes. The reason of following this technique is important because our metabolism slows down 90% after 30 minutes of sitting. The enzymes that move the bad fat from our arteries to our muscles, where it can get burned off, slows down, and after an hour the good cholesterol drops 20%. Just by getting up for 5 minutes is going to get things going again. So we know how detrimental sitting all the time can be to our health. Studies from blue zones of the world, where there are low rates of chronic diseases and high ratio of centenarians, suggest that the people who live longest are not the ones who do the most exercise, but rather the ones who move the most. They don't go to gym or exercise intensely, but they ensure they constantly move. People like me who work on computer for a long time have the tendency to keep a water bottle on our desk. My suggestion would be to replace that with a glass, so that every time it finishes, we ourselves take the initiative to fill, as that would help us unconsciously to go to kitchen if working from home, or to our pantry while at office. And this act of movement itself will help us a lot to meet the needs of movement. Needless to say, using stairs instead of elevators today will help us to avoid falls and wheelchairs tomorrow. The third and the most important takeaway that I have received from this book is to follow Ui Maru. One of the secrets to happiness of residents in this province is the feeling of being part of a community. From an early age, they practice Ui Maru, or teamwork, where helping one another is the prime objective. This close-knit group of friends plays important role in their longevity, as this group of people aims to achieve objectives as simple as taking care of the sick people in their community or fulfilling the financial need of others, etc. This kind of activities provide a feeling of belonging and support, which gives everyone a sense of security and helps increase longevity. People like me most of the time prefers to be concealed within our family and professional walls, giving maximum priority towards taking care of ourselves and doesn't bother to look outside if we can help, and thus when we are in need we don't know where to look forward for help, and that leads to insecurity. My request to all of you would be to get associated with your respective religious community or any such community circles where you would be able to give help, as that gives a different level of joy than being bothered and worried about self all the time. Certain longevity studies suggest that a strong sense of community is perhaps more important than a healthful diet. So these were the 3 important takeaways that I have received and have been able to implement to improve my life. To summarize, eat till we are 80% full so that it would help in our digestions and long life. While exercise is good, more important is to be in constant move. Spend quality time with people, not only among our close-knit family or professional connects, but also be a part of a community where we can be of help to each other and enjoy fellowship with each other. Thanks for watching this video. Have a long, healthy and happy life.